Welcome to EDU 463, Online Early Childhood Program Administration. I am Dan Minter, and I will be your professor for this semester. Please check our course site, located on Joule, for additional information and current updates. As I find new and interesting information for you, I will post optional readings for you to look at. At the top of the Joule file, when you log in for the course, you'll of course see my contact information. I have my office phone, my cell phone, and information on my office hours. As my schedule does vary depending upon where I am with supervising clinical and student teachers, please check my most updated schedule, which I post weekly outside my door. My door is I am in room 324 at the far west end of the office. You can also reach me by email or by messaging me through the Joule course. Our text is Child Care and Education Programs, 8th edition, from Cengage Learning. I will be placing information on Joule for the link to the companion site to the textbook. As we scroll further down the Joule page, you'll see a number of assignments and interesting topics. Here's a news forum, where as I get news feeds on early childhood information, I will post them there for you to view. These are not required, but they are interesting things that you may find helpful as you go through the course or as you look at discerning what it is that you'll be doing in early childhood education. The first assignment that I would like you to complete by Friday is the eFolio link. If you click on this assignment, you will be able to then, when you select your education eFolio, and link it to the Joule site. This will enable me to look at your eFolio at the end of the semester without asking you for the entire web address of your eFolio. I will also be asking you to do professional reading and reflection. You'll be doing them at the end of weeks 2, 4, 6, 10, 12, and 14, and then you'll be posting a response on the alternate weeks 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, and 15. There will be no post due during the week of spring break. To help you with your professional reading, I have posted here a sources for professional reading. I'll also be adding some additional sources to that as we go along. These sources include the journals that are located in the library, as well as websites. What I would like you to do for your professional reading is I would like you to do a reading that is related to early childhood education. Give me a short summary, enough that I will be able to tell what the reading is. And then the most important part is a reflection on how this could affect you as a director of an early childhood program. In your response, then you will react to either the article or the response that your classmate had posted. You will also see here that there is a folder link for the weekly lecture files. I plan on trying to post weekly, usually by Monday or Tuesday, a lecture related to the reading for the week. This week's lecture will be a little bit delayed as the start of the semester is coming up. Please download and print or save a copy of the syllabus. It can be downloaded from the website here. The remainder of the Joule site then goes week by week in terms of the assignments and the readings. So you'll notice that for the week of January 13th to the 19th is Chapter 1 in the textbook. To read the Chapter 1 and to explore the Wisconsin Department of Children's and Families website. It has resources that you will use for your class assignment, the Parent Handbook. There's a link here to the Wisconsin Department of Children and Families. This is where you will submit your score for Chapter 1 quiz, and I will give you more information later in the week on the Chapter 1 quiz. I would also like you each week to post to this weekly forum. You do not need to respond to a classmate's post, however you can if you wish. If you click on the link for this week, you will see that it says, if you are the director of a child, what tasks in the director's responsibilities could you assign to others and why? It's taken directly out of your textbook and will allow you to expand a little bit beyond what is offered in terms of the multiple choice tests for the chapter. And there'll be a different one of those each week except during the week of spring break. If you take some time and then scroll through the rest of the Joule site as you go through, you will see that there's a short summary of the chapter, and then of course the remaining chapter assignments. In most weeks, it's a reading and a weekly forum and the chapter quiz associated with the week. The major assignment for the course is the parent handbook. Part 1 comes up during week 2. And then you will then be creating a parent handbook for a proposed child care center over the course of this semester. There's more details on the syllabus in terms of what to include in your parent handbook, and I've broken them out here also each week in files where you can read here what it is to include, and in a spot a Joule to submit. I do prefer that all of your assignments are submitted through Joule. It links them directly into the gradebook and allows me the most easy access to grading. If for some reason you are unable to print your assignment through Joule, please, or post your assignment through Joule, please get in contact with me via phone or email. In terms of your pacing in the class, as it is an online class, I do have the assignments broken down weekly, but of course you may choose to somewhat work at them at your own pace. The assignments would be due, for example, the chapter quizzes are usually due the week after, the Monday after the reading is due. So this week's chapter quiz is due next week on Monday, so on and so forth, with the exception of the week of spring break, because there are no readings that week. Then the following week there would be a chapter quiz due at that point in time. So if you wish to work ahead, that's fine, but try to always stay on top of doing your assignments each week so as to not leave them all to the end. They are set up and do have due dates. So that's it for our opening video for this particular class. I wish you great success. Again, if you have any questions, please get in contact with me and watch later in the week for the chapter video for Chapter 1.